Hello everyone, Tina here. I'm back again to share another 5 easy step card with you. Today we are creating a card with a bird. So if you have any bird dies, break them out. We are using the Spellbinders Flying High die set. And we're going to jump in and get started with step number 1, which means we're going to create our focal point. And our bird in the branch is going to be just that. I'm going to pick out some colored cardstock. Let's start by die cutting out this cute little leaf, which as I look at this could be a flower too. Look at, you could put that on a stem and create a flower with it, and then add these leaves. So this is actually a pretty versatile die set. I'll cut out 3 sets with my Spellbinders Rainforest, and then 3 sets with my Spellbinders Mint cardstock. And then again for my cockatiel, we will cut out that little birdie with alabaster, which is an off-white. And then I have pink for the flower buds, which will be this piece. I'll do that 3 times also. And then we have this piece that I will cut out 3 times with my rainforest. The branch is with, this is Spellbinders Portobello cardstock. I don't think they have this in their shop no more, but if you have a craft colored cardstock, you could use that also. This little piece is our bird also. And then I have some acorn cardstock that we're going to cut out the bird feet with. And then white for the little cheek and for behind the eyes. And then these pieces we're not going to use. These pieces actually create these flowers and the leaves. So I will run these through my die cut machine and we'll create our focal point. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see better. And first we'll do the flower buds. I already did 2 sets, but to create them, I just love the way Spellbinders dies are thought out. It makes it so easy to create some beautiful die cuts. Okay, you just add glue to the pink portion, and then you take the green portion and layer it right on top. It lines up perfect, no small pieces there. And then you add another dot of glue, and then you can add the single bud. You add another dot of glue, and then you can add the green portion, and then you have a little flower bud cluster that it took minutes to make. Look how pretty these are, just gorgeous. Okay, what I'm going to do is take 2 of my leaves. I'll add a dot of glue in the center. I'm going to line them up, and then I'm going to offset it just a little so that the darker green's peeking out. I love doing this. And then I'll add another dot of glue, and then we can add the buds. And I will do that to these 2, to the next 2 sets also. And those are all done, and I love the soft colors of those. I'm not going to attach them to my branch just yet because I'm not sure where I'm going to place them. But now we're going to create our bird. For my bird, I'm bringing in 3 different colors of inks. I have a yellow. I'm going to use my Pink Fresh Studio Sunshine ink, and I'm going to add a little color here. And then I'm also going to add a little color to the rest of my bird. So now each of these pieces have a little bit of yellow. And then I'm going to bring in my orange. And then I'm going to add a little orange also. So now each section has a little bit of orange to it. I'm going to clean off my work surface, and then we're going to add a little bit of pink. So we added pink, yellow, and orange to our bird. And now we're going to put it together. What we're going to do next is I have the beak. And rather than using ink to color in the beak, I am going to bring in my orange markers. I have a YRO2 that I'm just going to add. Let's go ahead and layer that with a dot of glue. I love that there's deboss detail, so you know exactly where to put it. And then this piece here that we die cut out with white, this goes behind the eye. I'm going to add some glue. And then we can add that circle piece. And then when I die cut out my bird feet, the eye die cut out with it. I don't want a brown eye. I want to change that to black. So just using a black Copic marker, I am going to go ahead and color that in. Doesn't take any time at all. And then I'll add a little dot of glue here, and we can add our little cockatiel's eye. And then for the feet, they're attached, which I just love. We are going to add this to the base of our bird here. Okay, this little piece is the little cheek of the cockatiel, and I'm going to use my orange and just go over that, color that in. I might want this a little more pink, so let me bring in a rosier pink. I'm actually going to switch that out to my R21 and make it a little more pink. And we can add this to the cheek here. Now for the rest of the bird, I'm going to start off by adding the tail. There's a little etched detail, so you know where to put it, and I appreciate that. We just tack this down, and then I have this piece here. Now for this wing piece, I'm going to pop up with a small foam square. We'll add this. We'll add a little more glue, and we can add that top layer. Wonderful. This piece here, we can add a little glue, and then I'll add that top layer. I just love all the layers. This just is so pretty. I put a foam square where the head of my bird here is going to go, so we can go ahead and add this cute little guy. And then we have this piece. I wonder if you can see the detail. Let me see if you can see the debossed detail. I guess my camera. Maybe you can if I tilt it a little bit, but there's debossed detail, so you know where to line it up. I will just do that. Give that a second to grab, but that is our cute little cockatiel. How I just adorable, so pretty. I think it's going to look really nice against those greeneries. So this will be my focal point. I'm going to clean off my work surface, and we're going to move along to step number 2, which means we're going to create our home panel. I'm going to create a home panel with a die set from Spellbinders called the Stitched Edge Circle Backgrounds. This just creates the neatest backgrounds. This is a double stitch detail line. It will create a circle, which is lovely. And then if you insert this piece, the waffle kind of piece, it will create a pattern on the inside of the circle. And then if you wanted to do this, it'll create zigzags. And if you don't want the larger circle, you can add the smaller, and it'll create a smaller circle without stitch detail. I will cut this out, and I'll be right back. Now this will be my home panel where we're going to add our birds. So let's bring those in. First we're going to add our branch, and I'm just going to add a couple dots of glue here at the bottom, and I'll tack it down here. A couple dots of glue here, and we can add one of our leaves, and then we'll add a couple dots over here, and we'll add a couple leaves on top. I'm going to add some foam squares behind my bird here. Behind the head I'm going to add 2, and the body I'll add 1. And then we can add our little sweet bird. Just adorable. So cute. This is what the back looks like. Okay, that's my home panel and my focal point. We're going to move along to step number 3 and create our sentiment. I went through my stamp sets and found the stamp set that had to do with birds. This happens to be the Nature's Dance Clear Stamp of the Month Club Kit for January of this year. For example, this one was really cute because it has hope this gift makes your day soar. That goes with the bird. And for today we're going to use Hope Your Day Takes Flight with Joy. Spellbinders, this comes in a monthly club subscription, but Spellbinders I think still has this in their shop. It has a coordinating dice too that will cut out smile and hugs, and then some of the greetings here. So let's take Hope Your Day Takes Flight with Joy. I think that will go perfect with our cute little bird. And I'm going to stamp this on some alabaster cardstock. I'm just going to use an acrylic block and my black ink here. And then I'm going to take the coordinating die and I will cut this out. That's all there is to my greeting. I'm not going to add this yet because I think I'm going to put this right below my home panel. So we'll put this next to our bird. And now we're going to work on step number 4, which means we're going to create our background. I'm going to create it, but we're going to make a side folding card. I already created my card base. Okay, so I created it to be side folding today. What I'm going to do is take a 1/4 inch off of the right side. Maybe a little bit more than a 1/4, but that's okay. And then I have a border die set. This is called Basic Borders. It has a zigzag and some real pretty scallops. I'm going to use the one with the dotted detail, and I'm going to cut that out with some white cardstock. I love that there's a dotted detail on top and then on the scalloped edge. I'm actually going to take my paper trimmer and trim off that dotted detail that's on the side here, on the straight edge. Okay, I thought we could cover the seam, maybe. Now I may use this, I may not. It depends. I may use some twine. We'll see. But I am going to take my scalloped edge and I'm going to line it up and I'm going to add it. I'm going to make it so it goes over the edge of our card here. I think if I go over the edge, I think I could still put it in the A2 envelope. Let me see, and I think that is about centered. Okay, give it a press, and then I'll trim off the left and the right here. I did curve the corners a little bit, and I did it on the inside too. Okay, so that is part of my background. Another part will be a panel that I'm going to add to the front of the card base with alabaster cardstock. What I'm going to do is just add some glue, and then we will tack this down here. And then this is where that piece comes in. I thought maybe we can add a piece to the edge here, but I don't think I like that. I may just add some twine. I'm going to flip this over and trim away what's overhanging. Now since I have curves, what I'm going to do is take my scissors and I'm going to create a little notch at the top and a little notch at the bottom. This way I can kind of sink my twine in there, and then I can tie a bow at the top. And that's my background. Let's go ahead and take our focal point and our greeting. So now I have foam tape behind here. I'm going to go ahead and add this. And then I did put foam tape behind my greeting, and we're going to place it under here. Now we're almost done. We're going to move along to step number 5, which means it's time to embellish. To do that, I'm not going to do very much, because this when usually there's a lot going on, especially with the focal point, I'm just going to add something little. So I'm bringing in my diamond stickles, and I'm just going to add sparkle to the flower buds. And that will finish off my card today. That stickles gives those flowers a little extra dimension, some shine. I hope you enjoy my project. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.